Hello, welcome to another game of Marvel Crisis Protocol. Looks like we were already live on chat somehow, but I don't know how that works. But fine, we're here again, playing some Marvel, watching some games. We've got Angus, he's playing some Sam Spam. And then we've got Starpu from France, and he looks like he's playing some A-Force. Awesome. We don't see them very often anymore, which is great. And with me today, I've got Nick Cork joining me. Hello, Nick. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks, Self.
Yeah, all good, thank you.
Good. So, yeah, I actually looked at Starpu because I'm not familiar with him on Longshanks, and it looked like the majority of his games were with A-Force, so I was wondering if he would be playing them, and lo and behold, he is.
That's awesome. It's really good to see someone playing something slightly different. Obviously, Jane Mighty Thor is a nice addition to them. They can do some fun stuff with special delivery with that. Okay.
Right. Oh, so Crisis are out.
Sweet. So Angus won priority, and we've got Deadly Legacy and Infinity. So 17 or 19 for Starpu to choose from. I imagine he'll pick 19 because obviously the bigger the number, the better, with She-Hulk as your leader.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm not sure Angus will necessarily mind it being a high number either if he's going Sam.
Yeah, Sam's really flexible, isn't he? He just plays anything. He doesn't really mind.
Why do you are more leadership procs as well?
Yes. Angus has also got a Steve 3 splash here, so there could be an option. I'm not sure how likely that is. Steve 3 is obviously the new hotness after winning NashCon, so maybe he's got an idea.
Exactly.
To play that.
I lost to him recently as well, which wasn't very pleasant. Him and Sam just shield bouncing my entire team to smithereens.
Oh, it's so gross when it actually works, which I guess it works more often under Steve. But yeah, I played a game recently against it where I misdeployed my voodoo on turn 1, and then he just got shield bounced by Sam about 500 times and ended up like almost literally in the back corner of the board. I had to spend 4 turns like moving and storm hopping him back into the action to eventually...
Yeah, I was feeling really optimistic because my opponent had run Hulk, and I had priority in round 3 and KO'd Hulk, and I was like, here we go. But didn't matter because Sam and Steve went absolutely mental.
Steve's such a weird model because like...
Yeah,
people say he's
found him real feast or famine kind of. I can't really. I've played him probably about 10-15 times when he first came out, and ended up gravitating more towards Sam just for the consistency, because I was finding either Steve would be amazing or he would just be absolutely awful.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because everyone says he's rubbish, but I've had so many games, well, not so many, but some games against him where he's just absolutely slapped. Because, especially if he's going into, little 3 threats and stuff, getting 4 or 5 dice attacks per turn against average models is actually an insane amount of output. So,
yeah, most definitely. But yeah, be interesting to see if Angus goes with him or sticks with Sam.
Yeah, and he could go wide Sam, or he could put Hulk in there. Maybe Hulk to deal with She-Hulk. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Because She-Hulk, the thing she's really good at is absolutely bullying little threats. I think she's one of the strongest models in the game for winning one-on-one threats. Because if you put her against an X-23 or something, she's going to be doing 9 dice builders. Versus even 5 dice of Pierce is fine, but you're just not going to win that. She's not going to chew through that 20 health X-23.
No, definitely. Yeah, I've not actually seen Jane on the tabletop yet, so purely selfish reasons, I'm hoping we get to see her in this game.
I think she's really good. I think she's just being overshadowed by how broken the other models in that box are.
Yeah, no, she definitely looks good, and from what I've seen in Longshanks and stuff, she's got a pretty good win rate as well. And that was kind of my concern with Asgard, is that they're incredibly strong when they get a fight down the middle with the new pieces, but would they suffer more spread out crisis? And it does seem so far, stats wise, that Jane is providing a nice option for those more spread out crisis.
Yeah, for sure. Because her leadership is, she gets the storm reroll basically. So like she's getting more rerolls when people are spread out.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like Starpu chose 17, which is interesting. So I guess he's got a plan.
He's gone pretty narrow for. Guess there's not a lot of extracts on the.
Yeah, that's interesting. So we've got on Starpu's side, we've got She-Hulk, Valkyrie, Shuri, and Jane Foster, and then on Sam's side, we have got first Avengers: Steve, Sam, Vision, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Luke. Oh, so you might potentially have gone.
Still no wiser about the leader.
Yeah, that's interesting. You can't imagine he would have taken him as just a
splash, yeah.
Model. So, yeah.
Well, not a splash technically, but yeah, as a non-leader piece, I don't see much appeal. So
because he's got Voodoo in his list as well, I think. So that would presumably be.
Better. Yeah, I reckon he's going first Avenger.
Yeah.
But if anyone's going to throw a curveball, it will be Angus.
It will be Angus. Yeah, he's the master of jank.
She-Hulk straight down the middle. Very non-committal, I guess.
Makes sense.
He doesn't want to commit to one side from the off.
You just give away
like
too
you
much.
said, he wants to try and get those favourable matchups.
Yeah, you give away too much information, don't you, if you stab on one side straight away. I guess he's using Steve leadership if he's picking. He may just be wanting to practice. Sometimes it's just a case of wanting to give something a go. It's much easier to test things with a negative rather than a positive. So, like, if you're happy with your Sam, then it's better to just try and make absolutely sure that Steve doesn't work, sort of stuff.
Yeah. So with the leadership, obviously you can use it just to secure some extra damage, but there's also a couple of nice synergies with the team he's got. So Luke Cage has got a double stagger. Well, sorry, not a double stagger, a double wild stagger on his builder. So if you manage to get the hit wild when attacking with him, you can use the leadership to convert to the double wild, which is always nice.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
Spectacular, he has the hit wild for an advance on the swinging strike, and also you can get yourself the push on the impact webbing. Vision's got power slap, lovely as always, and Sam with the ricochet. So a lot of nice things you can kind of guarantee off that leadership on top of adding extra damage.
Yeah, I think he's got 2 range 4 displacements as well with Sam and Spectacular Spider-Man, which on Infinity Formula is going to be really good. So if he can start like knocking Shuri off back points or whatever with Sam or Spider-Man, it's going to be very effective.
One of the things that I've just realised, he's not brought special delivery, so.
Oh, that is interesting. He's got Venomized though. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
She's done the cards. Okay, so he's got Venomized, amazing. Patch Up, Stored Determination, which is the not getting pushed one, I think.
Yes, it is.
Recal and Brace makes sense. And then we've got on Angus' side, Heroes for Hire, Brace, Avengers Symbol, of course, Fallback, and Sacrifice. They're very standard good cards. Oh, lovely. I want to see some Venomized here. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, I can't say for certain, but my gut instinct is it's going to be a She-Hulk Venomizing.
Oh, God, yeah. You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, with that kind of health pool, being able to heal. And does her superior weight training work?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, it does. So during the next attack made by this character, add dice to the attack roll equal to the size of the target. So he's only got size 2s, but that's still making it a 9 dice attack with healing. Seems pretty good on a 20 health model.
Yeah, that could be disgusting. I guess he's going to have to hope. So Angus is going to have to hope that it doesn't get to the point where She-Hulk needs to die. He doesn't have any steals, so if She-Hulk ends up with 2 of the legacy cures, that might be a real issue.
Yeah. And you don't want to be giving her free, though.
No. Well, I mean, if it wins the game, I guess you take it, don't you?
Well, yeah, true. But that's a lot of threat to lose.
Okay,
so they're off.
We're starting. Early grab here from Spider-Man makes sense. He's one of the more durable models.
Yeah, and I don't think he's necessarily putting out much midline threat, really.
No. He's got the charge from Valkyrie, which may or may not be in line,
but he's still, it's difficult to see whether. Looks like he's playing it safe anyway and going for the extract.
Yeah, it makes much more sense. This is where Sam could get absolutely disgusting, because if he could shield bounce into Valkyrie and push her back and then push Shuri again, which would be just gross.
Ugh. Doesn't bear thinking.
I did that in a game recently where I got the shield bounce into Bullseye on who hadn't moved yet and dazed him in one shot. So he started his first activation on round 2 like in that position.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh, they're playing against Asgard, so they don't deserve any sympathy.
So he's pushing up quite high. With the range of Sam and Vision, I don't think he necessarily needed to place it further back for the extract.
Yeah, he's gone for the cover, or the Sam that ignores the cover. So I guess that's moot. But I guess he's trying to get the cover from Vision, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Jane's got a range 3 builder, which I always forget.
Yes, which is with a charge as well. She's got a considerable threat range. Obviously, she's not able to charge unless she generates a power. So, if I was Angus, I would be looking at not attacking Valkyrie until Jane is gone.
Yeah, 100%.
You don't want to give her power on the leadership to be able to charge and get an attack into Cap.
Yeah, I know Jim plays a lot of A-Force, and he's like super aggressive with like pushing people really far forward on turn 1, just so he can get leadership triggers to enable stuff like this kind of charge coming off. So he'll like, first activation, double move Black Cat to steal a far spider or something, just to try and tempt people into giving him.
Yeah, it's a good shout, because people certainly do fall for it. I've fallen for it myself whilst at the York Weekender for first game of the entire thing. Little hungover, and I got baited by some aggressive placement on the by the A-Force player, and it put me in a real bad position. Started that weekend off with a loss.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? Losing first round of a big event is just the worst. I got CGR'd in that event. It was,
so, good placement by Angus here. Kept him out of the range.
Just outside of 3 makes sense. So, let's see what he wants to do here. Oh, that's interesting. So,
I thought he would have maybe moved further on the point, but I guess next turn he has the charge online, so...
Yeah. I guess he wants to stay outside of Steve's range, so that he can't be hit, so he can just save that activation. That makes sense.
One thing interesting to see here is because of the placement of Luke Cage and that Quinjet, it's a possibility that Angus isn't actually going to be able to get to his home serum canister.
That's a really good show. I don't think he can. I don't think it looks very unlikely that Luke's going to get there. Unless you can climb onto that wing. I'm not sure though.
Even then, I think that might be tight because it would be a short move to get onto the Quinjet, then a medium off.
Yeah, that's rough. If you giving away a victory point just for no reason isn't a great start. Okay, so we're going to get a vision beam coming in here.
Yeah, I'm pretty fine with that now. Mighty Four's gone.
Yeah, for sure. I guess the only thing it does is it turns on the throw for She-Hulk into this Spider-Man when he just can't afford brace.
Ooh,
Oh, yikes. Oh, dear.
that's a hell of a beam, yeah.
Uh-oh.
He has the leadership as well, which he's used. So that makes it 6.
So,
So with
yeah.
the cover,
So
that's 5.
Valkyrie's only got... She's got 6
6
health on the front high, so she's currently alive, but looking quite vulnerable.
Yeah, especially with Sam going, who ignores cover.
It is rough. Yikes.
Yeah, it was an awkward one there because had he that was clearly the most dangerous of the 2 legacy viruses for him to pick up with Vision. Oh, sorry, Vision going for the throw here into Valkyrie.
How's he afforded that? Because
So
Valkyrie should
did
have
he
had...
get us up? She would have had 1 power.
Should have
which
1 power
sat.
left, right? That's it. She starts at 2. That makes sense. Got it.
Yeah, so his innate 1, the 1 he gained from the beam, and he sapped 1.
Oh, so he's rolling. I think this makes sense. You just die into Sam anyway. Might as well save the brace for later.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Oh, that is a rough start.
Yeah. Just wondering whether, because that side of the board was facing Sam and Vision, whereas the other side of the board was just Captain America, whether it might have been the safer option to go with Mighty Four and pick up the other legacy virus.
Yeah, for sure.
But you can't account for spikes. There was a good chance that Valkyrie would survive both of those attacks. And by making Angus pick up the legacy on the other side, it's denied him a point because he can't capture that serum canister.
Absolutely. Yeah, and he's got Thor versus Steve on this top side, and hopefully he's going to try and win that fight.
Right, so She-Hulk coming in.
Is she going to just throw the building at him? Or is she just going to set up for next turn?
Good time to get that early initial damage in with Brace not being available.
Yes.
However, Spectacular's not the best of targets to throw stuff into with Spider Sense.
Yeah, it's tempting. Yeah, I think this is the better line. You've got Prio. You can open with 2 attacks into Spider-Man next turn. Although I guess Luke potentially.
Yeah, and also what I like is moving it. Yeah, what I like is moving in this this side of the board, because if he can take out Spider-Man with his priority and bring both legacy viruses to the side of the board with Jane and She-Hulk, Angus is going to need to rotate Sam or Vision to the other side. Otherwise, he's going to get outscored.
Yeah, he's just going to lose for sure. That'd be 4-3 over the side. He just loses over the course of the game.
4-3 every round.
Yeah. Although...
Good defense roll, though.
Yes, he's blocked it.
I
guess the thing here now is that we're just going to have a heroes for hire situation with Luke. He may not even need to heroes. He may just be able to walk twice to
right,
bodyguard.
Just measuring now to see if he can make that walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think doesn't look like it's possible. Obviously, it would have been nicer if he was able to get in range of the serum canister, but imagine Angus must be feeling pretty happy with how this turn has gone so far.
Yeah, for sure. Because I think there's a fairly low chance that She-Hulk kills Spectacular through Luke Cage with the open excavation, and then
Yeah, if Luke Cage wasn't there, definitely got a chance, but with him there, that's looking real rough.
And then Spectacular can rotate to this bottom side of the board, and then Angus has the exact same advantage we were talking about Starpu having on the other end.
Yeah. And if we're looking at an injured Valkyrie, a Shuri versus Spectacular, Vision, and Sam, I know who my money's on.
Yes, that's not going to work. Yeah, it's rough down on this bottom side because obviously Shuri backed up with Valkyrie is actually a pretty decent little package because Valkyrie with rerolls and her Warrior of Legend is going to be absolutely gross.
Yeah, it's just that initial spike from Vision's put him on the back foot.
Yeah, it's a really bad spot. So yeah, Shuri's doing a good job here. She's backstopping on this thing so that Sam can't push her off. That makes a lot of sense.
Be interesting to see who he actually goes with priority, because like we said, it's going to be real difficult for She-Hulk to deal with Spectacular. And he's got an injured Valkyrie sitting there within kind of a throw and a double beam range from Vision. So it may be that he goes with Valkyrie first just to try and get her either something out of the power she's gained, or maybe just try and rotate her away to try and save her for a later turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, this is Shuri pushing into Vision. Vision takes the 1 damage, which is the maximum he could take from that.
I wonder which side he was on, because he could have been in the non-push side.
Yeah, what's that? I'm not sure which of the 2 tokens that is.
No.
I'm guessing from Angus just pinged it, so potentially he was in the side where. Oh, so we can see by he only rolled 2 defense dice, didn't he? So he was on the
Energy side.
physical side.
So no collision damage, so he can get pushed. Okay.
Nice to push him off that point to deny him the extra power and potentially have to make him waste an activation moving next turn, but Sam's still going to score that point.
Yeah. So, looking at 4 points for Angus here and 2 for Starpu.
Yeah.
Hey Jim, yeah, we got some A-Force going on today. It's no special delivery though, but we have got Venomized, which you may be excited about. The problem with this is that now he's behind. Is he going to have the opportunity to waste an action to get Venomized?
Yeah, that's my fear, because like we were talking before, that if he's got 1 or 2 legacy viruses on She-Hulk and without the steals on Angus' side, him needing to go into She-Hulk to get them back, Venomize would potentially come in clutch. But now Angus has got all 3 of them. He's going to need to play it aggressively. So, yeah, when is he going to get the action space to be able to use Venomize?
Yeah, and both Sam and Spectacular are very good at running away from She-Hulk. If he decides to just... Because both of them can rotate miles and then just keep away. It's going to be rough. I'm not sure what was going on.
Sorry, we got it mixed up on the vision. So when he's got extra physical is when he can't get pushed, and because he rolled 2 energy dice, he must be in the phased one,
of course,
where he doesn't take collision damage.
That makes sense. Sorry, yeah, sure, it is energy, obviously. Yeah, we definitely play this game.
Can't remember the last time I played Shuri. Still get PTSD from all the Wakanda Wave games.
Oh god.
So Sam's moving up, throwing to Shuri.
Let's see if he continues to roll like a 5 threat. Yep. That's gonna chunk some damage off probably.
Okay, the crit didn't convert, and he's got the power here, so he can push through an extra one if he wants.
Oh god, yeah.
With the leadership, which he has done.
So yeah, that's a nice little bit chunk of damage onto Shuri. I guess Angus is going to win this side comfortably, I think. So he's going to need She-Hulk to come down here and start bashing some heads.
So that's 4 into 1, so that's going to be 3 damage into Shuri. I think with the back stopping, he's probably not going to be able to push her off the point, which is good for Starpu, because that would have been a disaster.
Yes.
And his attack auto builds power, so spend the 1 for the leadership, get power back, and he can now pick up the legacy virus.
What are we doing? So, he's got 5 because I guess the crit did convert then. So he's
no, the crit turned into a skull, and I believe, and I think he changed the skull rather than the blank. It doesn't actually affect the.
Sure.
Normally, you can't change.
Oh, she's taking 4, so.
Okay. Maybe I missed something here.
But yeah, that is a rough turn for Starpu, taking.
Okay.
Taking 10 damage from 2 attacks.
It looks like it hasn't updated, so there was 5 in the tray.
Sure. Yeah, so Angus has manually changed one of his dice, but that doesn't carry over into the overlay. So when you do that with Steve, the overlay doesn't change.
Okay, so yeah, the crit did come in. For some reason I thought it wasn't, but no, looking at the chat log, it definitely did come in.
Yeah, so 9 attack dice, 10 damage for Angus,
very rough start
on the bottom side.
Who did he put the bonus power into? Did you see?
He currently hasn't. So neither Jane nor She-Hulk got bonuses during this turn because She-Hulk.
Jane's up to 3 though.
He gave her that from before. That was there from the.
From Valkyrie, was it?
Yeah. So Valkyrie got damaged twice, so he gave 1 each to She-Hulk and Jane.
It'd be good. Ideally, you'd want that power into She-Hulk so that he can throw Luke Cage away.
Yes. Yeah. That's going to be a big miss if he doesn't.
Which he's on 1 power now, so hopefully that is him retconning it and giving it out.
I guess it's a danger of going
back up to 2 power, so it is possible that he did just miss that.
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay. So he's paying. Maybe not, because he's paying Stalwart Determination this round.
Okay.
On all 4 characters.
That's interesting.
I'm not sure about that though, because I feel like She-Hulk needed that 3rd power to get Luke Cage out of the route. Because if Spectacular gets to activate here and runs away, that could be real bad for him.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I guess he's worried that Spectacular Spider-Man might throw She-Hulk away and then double move to this bottom point, and then you just absolutely finished, aren't you, at that point, I think.
True. I don't think he's got any necessarily obvious decisions to make because he's in a pretty rough spate after that first round.
Yeah, this is rough because like this is the problem with he's gone taller than Angus with the hope of winning the attrition battle against a more scenario focused team, but then he has just got absolutely smashed to bits on turn 1. So he's going to struggle.
But if we know anything from playing this game, things can easily swing back.
Oh yes, for sure. He's got a tough decision now to make because obviously Shuri's got 1 health left, so if he doesn't activate her, she'll just get pinged off potentially before activating. But then Valkyrie's in a very dangerous position as well.
Yeah, and also you don't want Spectacular to run away with the extract. So
yeah, it's a series of tough choices. I guess the one Jane can just do what she wants, can't she? She's got.
Yeah, I'd be leaving Jane till late on here. I think
it's the only obvious not activation because she can reach Steve wherever, unless he doesn't stand on the point, in which case fine. Yeah, Starpu just thinking about this makes sense. That's a pretty tough decision.
Seems to be looking at Valkyrie.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess
go big or go home, I guess.
Kill some peeps. It's interesting.
So that would be a charge.
Yeah, it makes sense.
No doubt.
It's interesting that he's gone there. He could have probably got within reroll range of Shuri if he'd gone on the other side and still been on the point.
Yeah, I think there's a space in between Vision and Sam where he would have been contesting the point.
Okay, so we're spending all our money.
Spending big.
Yeah, so I guess it's a suspender with the Warrior of Legend as well.
Warrior of Legend, yeah. So this 7 dice attack, and any crit or wild, he can change another dice to a hit. I know what he's looking for. Was it now? Yeah, crit wild for the flurry. So he's definitely got potential to put in some damage here.
Yes, it's interesting who he goes into.
Go in?
Because obviously Sam's the swishier target, but I guess they're the same because Vision's taken 1, so they're both rolling 5 dice physical. If
both rolling 5, yeah, and Sam's got the extract, which makes him a slightly more of a juicier target.
He's going into Vision. Makes sense. I guess the reason to do this is so that you maybe survive with Valkyrie. If he kills Vision, then he's got maybe another round out of Valkyrie before she KOs.
Yeah. Oh, good defensive block.
Oh dear.
Not a lovely attack, unfortunately. This really needs this to become a wild.
Yes, it does not.
No.
That's 1 damage going through with the Warrior of Legend.
Yes.
No flurry. It's not great.
And no power left, so. It's taking the dice away. Maybe that was for his Warrior of Legend.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, it would have been nice to have 3 rerolls there from Shuri. That could have made the difference.
Yeah, definitely. It's difficult to see whether she definitely would have been in range, but eyeballing it, I think she probably would have been. There we go. Okay, so yeah, changes the physical dice, but doesn't affect the actual tray itself.
Oh dear. Well, that's not going to plan.
No.
I guess we're just relying on this normal builder at this point.
Yeah, he can't really walk back anywhere, so he's kind of committed with where he ought to.
Oh,
so he's going into Vision.
You just got to keep rolling dice at this point. There's no out other than that. Let's hope for the best.
That is not the best.
It certainly isn't. Oh dear.
1 free.
So Not even
Doesn't even
enough.
generate enough power for a throw.
Oh dear. And that would have been actually really nice just to get rid of the terrain for it not to be thrown into you as well.
Yes, most definitely. Okay, so yeah, interesting to see what Angus does here. I think if I was in his position, I would be moving Spectacular.
Yeah.
Looks like he is, yeah. And if he can do that 1 point of damage to Shuri, he's basically won that side of the board effectively, and he has 2 canisters there.
Yeah, this is rough.
So this is his. I'd imagine he is making his swinging strike here. So it's a 5 dice, and he can potentially get an advance here to move him onto the point. He still does have another action.
Oh dear, 2 crits.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He doesn't even need to use the leadership here, so he's got everything he wants here. He's got Shuri dazed, and the trigger for the advance.
Oh, Angus is on fire. This is going very one-sidedly. Yeah, so now he's got a free move, and he can probably just go even further away and go on the far side.
Yeah, short move onto the point. It still has an action, so yeah, maybe just walk to the other side, or
oh dear, yeah,
or even impact webbing on poor Valkyrie.
Oh dear. And with the leadership still available as well.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
there's a good chance here to put through some damage.
Yeah, this is rough.
She's injured, so he doesn't really need to push her off the point, but doesn't hurt to.
I guess the damage is
If she does stay, the damage here is what I imagine he's going for. But
oh my days, another 4. Okay.
Okay,
She's blocked
a
some.
couple crits there. That's nice. So hopefully these convert. 2 going in. That's not what you want to see.
Oh dear. She can't get pushed, obviously because of Stalwart, but damage is damage. This is gross.
It's a push and May on Spider-Man. Yes.
Stalwart has been played anyway, so she can't.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Well, I guess.
But to be honest with you, the push doesn't really matter. If she survives, it would have denied her Infinity Formula power, but she's injured, so she's not contesting that point.
Yeah. Well, it looks like She-Hulk's going to have to come down here. She's just going to have to double move down here.
Yeah.
And hope for next round.
So I think he is making the right move here if he's going for Steve. I think he has to get this legacy virus.
Yeah, he has to kill Steve here. This is where special delivery would have been obviously very, very good. He could have just rotated both Jane and She-Hulk down here, and then tried to win later in the game.
And even then, in a scenario when he potentially Jane takes down Steve, gets the legacy, he could then potentially use a special delivery to help get She-Hulk over to the other side of the board, so he can all weigh in on one side where all the legacies are.
Yes.
But shoulda, coulda, woulda. He doesn't have it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, measuring here for She-Hulk, trying to get out range 3 of Luke. Heroes is of the target you're attacking.
Yes. I'm not sure what the measurement is.
His spender is range 3, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Not that he has the power for it currently.
This is the kind of thing where people lose Infinity Formulas quite often. This point of the game, you have to rotate She-Hulk down to the bottom, or you 100% lose the game. And it feels bad to have to double move her, because obviously that's a waste of 6 threat. But if you don't do it, then you just lose the game next turn, because there's 4 victory points down here he's getting every turn. That are just never ever going to go away unless She-Hulk deals with it.
Yeah, he could fully win this right-hand side here. Luke Cage and Steve in She-Hulk and Mighty Thor. He could completely dominate that one side, and he would still lose the game because of what's happening on the other side. So, She-Hulk has got to move. One thing there, it looks like it should be okay because of the medium, sorry, the size 3 tool. But did you see if he used the media measurement stick at all to make sure he was within range of the extract?
I don't think he did. It looks touch and go. I think it might be okay. But yeah.
So, yeah. If he dazes him and then can't picks that up, that would be.
That's not good. So,
Okay, so he used the charge, so he's going to get 2 rerolls here.
He's got the throw as well. Already 4 damage coming in.
Yeah, only 1 block.
Okay, so 5 and the throw. So that's going to be a good chunk of damage into Steve. He doesn't have enough for fallback yet. He could potentially do that before dazing.
The next one.
Yeah.
So hopefully, the throw, is it away or is it omnidirectional?
I think it's any direction.
Oh, it's away.
Oh dear.
Um.
Definitely get those barrels away, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have thought so. The only trouble is,
Yeah, sure.
is that going to put him out of range? No, he's got plenty of range here on the throw. But like you say, fallback's online now, so there's a good chance that he dazes him with the follow-up attack, and Luke Cage then just walks over and takes the extract.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
So he's threw him in for the extra ping. I think it makes sense not to burn brace for that 1 point of damage.
Yeah, you have to assume you're going to daze here from the second attack.
Yeah, exactly. Similar to when he didn't use it on Valkyrie in that first turn.
Although, I wonder if she might have thrown him out of medium range as well. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we've got the second attack coming in. Steve can now afford to pay for his extra dice.
She has done.
I guess it's not guaranteed, actually. 6 into 6. Could
Oh, no.
Oh,
One's a crit.
Oh, dear.
It convert. Yeah, he blocks it, though.
He's blocked it. That is rough.
When it rains, it pours.
So, he could throw something here. Burn the brace, at least.
Yeah. It always feels bad. Or was he throwing the size 1?
It's tempting.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to rely on rolling 2 blocks on 4 dice to survive. And if you know they're going to brace anyway, ideally you'd want to save that Quinjet for another opportunity.
Yeah, I think I might let this go. Because then, if it goes down...
He's bracing it.
Okay, interesting. Because Luke Cage can just go and grab it. I guess
it did look like he did just measure the medium, though.
Yeah.
And she was in range, so she would have been able to pick it up.
Oh, sure.
If he dazed. So, yeah, I think the right call is to brace there. And I'm glad he threw the smaller terrain rather than the Quinjet.
Yep, that's nice. So Steve is going to... I wonder what he's going to do. Is he just going to leg it?
Run for the hills.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's just massively spreading the play. It's another... Because Starpu doesn't have any resources to chase Steve down here. Because if She-Hulk goes over there, even if she gets it, that's a game-losing play, I think.
Yeah, She-Hulk cannot go for Steve here.
Oh, Avengers Assemble as well. It's properly going
to go really to the corner.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, he's played it on Luke.
Okay.
I'm unsure how I feel about that with Luke.
Yeah.
I feel like he's already completely dominating that side. She-Hulk needs to rotate away, so he could have just put Luke down to the right-hand side.
Yeah, I think so. And also, this is kind of like signposting for Starpu what he needs to do with She-Hulk.
Yeah, and now there's no decisions for Starpu here. He's like, okay, obviously I have to go this way now.
Yes. Because what you'd love to be doing here would be like giving your opponent bad decisions to make. Like if Luke was going to stand on this top serum, then Starbu has the opportunity to make a bad decision and chase him. But now he doesn't have that option.
Yeah.
A lot of positioning in this game is just giving your opponent the opportunity to make mistakes.
Most definitely.
Which is why, like, one of the things that, like, people... There was this thing that X-Men used to do with the Angela play and getting 4-1 up on spies and schemes and things. And one of the things that I really hate about that is because it signposted to your opponent how to beat you, and I think it was actually bad for that reason. Because you just put all your models in one clump with all the points, and then your opponent has no choice but to just chase you and punch you, which is how you're going to lose anyway. It's much better to get 3-2 up, for example, but then have like lots of different pockets and options and stuff.
Yeah, I get that. One thing I always struggled with early on was I always thought my opponents were seeing what I was seeing, thinking what I was thinking. So there'd be like plays where, well, I'm not going to do this because they obviously know how to counter it. And that's not the case at all. Everyone has different interpretations of what's best and what to do. And you want to give away as little information as possible. So if he didn't move with Luke Cage there and let Starpu know where he's intending to send him. Oh, but it looks like he's changing his mind anyway.
Okay, that's cool. Makes sense. But yeah, it's little things like not getting out the range rulers and measuring stuff. When it's
This is Starpu measuring.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it's very tempting to measure stuff, but sometimes you are telling your opponents what you're potentially going to do, or opening their eyes to opportunities that they weren't necessarily thinking about had you not measured it.
100%. And then you end up beating yourself, and then like, not everybody that you play will be as good as you. And so if you play the game for both players, then you end up like making life much harder for yourself.
So yeah, obviously this is a She-Hulk activation now. Might be worth passing.
Oh yeah, 100% pass here.
Yeah, I don't think he's got anything to lose from passing here. And I think Angus is now measuring, so potentially, yeah, he has passed. This is Vision going into Valkyrie.
It makes sense.
This might be the end of poor Valkyrie. These hot dice continue.
Yeah, this is rough because Angus can now get Luke maybe stand him in between these 2 points so that he's heroes for hiring on both or all three of the.
3-1, so that's 2. If he uses the leadership here, I think that's a dead Valkyrie.
Yeah.
And Vision he spent the power. It makes sense. There's no reason not to.
Yeah. Oh, Vision particularly, he's got so much power that he doesn't use.
Yeah, and he can either way he can just flip it into a while to zap back the power he spent.
Yeah. So yeah, it's 3 into 1. Takes 2 more. Got 1 left.
No, that's 4 into 1. So Angus used the leadership to flip, but it's not updated.
Sure.
It doesn't. The tracker doesn't update, unfortunately.
Yep.
So so that's her dead.
Yeah, she's gone down quite quickly, old Valkyrie, hasn't she? And then not done anything in return. So it's a shame.
Yeah.
4-star boo.
Was it 3, 2 5 dice and a 4 dice attacks to kill her?
Yep. And
Right.
a throw in there as well, but yeah. For 1.
Yeah, oh yes, of course. But either way, that's been quite unfortunate. So,
Oh, he's ticked.
yeah, he's undoing it.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay.
He put the tick on the wrong character. I was like, did we just completely miss Sam activate? But to be honest, Sam potentially could have just stood still. there's nothing obvious for Sam to do.
No.
He's in the right kind of board space. No targets to attack. And obviously you could go for the shield push into. Wow, is it size 2 anyway? Shield push.
I'm sure his days. He
Yeah, it
just
is.
hasn't put.
No, but I meant if he charged into She-Hulk and then tried to push her,
It is size 2, yes.
then yeah, not. But she's got aggressive as well, so
Yeah.
there's nothing to do with her. So he's got a pass here as another option, because both Sam and Luke are still to activate.
Yeah, it seems like a good bet.
I think the thing that's in the saving grace for Starpu right now is that this isn't a super high scoring set of crisis.
Yep.
So he is going to go behind, but he's not going to be massively behind on the score. So I think he just needs to, like we said, accept that this round's going to be bad and send She-Hulk over to this bottom left-hand corner. Or maybe even this top. With Luke Cage up there now, I think I'd go towards the bottom corner with Sam and Vision.
Yeah. This positioning makes sense. He's got 2 models on here, on both of these secures, which means that even if She-Hulk can double walk onto one, he's still scoring it.
Yeah.
Or tying
I still
it.
think I would have liked Luke Cage to have gone for the bottom serum canister, the uncontested one.
Yeah. Angus
But I can see why he has done this, but I think I personally would have gone to that bottom canister.
Yeah, there's going to be 3 victory points over the course of the game, isn't it, I think?
Yeah.
The thing now is that Thor can come down here next turn, and then the following turn, charge, get the thing, and then move back onto that point.
Which would leave Steve not really contributing at that point, because he's going to struggle to deal with Thor, and he won't be able to contest points.
Yeah, and if things go perfectly down here for She-Hulk, then that might actually make a difference.
Yeah. Okay, so he's made the right call there. He's moved She-Hulk over. Well,
Yes.
He's made what I think is the right call, at least.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, he's getting to this point. I assume he'll throw somebody off so he can tie it. Potentially Vision. Because he's not holding the thing. There we go. He's in his no push form, so that's 1 more damage. Bonk. Makes sense.
Oh.
Okay, and then Sam, who can just probably do nothing here, because he doesn't want to give She-Hulk power, I think.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, with no good targets to attack, you're not going to burn through 20 health on She-Hulk. Oh. What's he rolling for here?
Interesting.
3 dice? Nope, cancelled it.
Okay, I guess he's just attacking.
Oh, what? Sam into She-Hulk?
It looks like it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised here because he's not going to burn through 20 health, I don't think, anytime soon. She-Hulk going into the next activation with 2 power only, having to have a huge turn.
Yes, I agree.
Isn't ideal. Whereas if you can potentially, if you go into her a couple times and give her a bucket load of power for next round, you're making it much more likely that She-Hulk's actually going to be able to do something.
Yeah, for sure.
What are they measuring here?
Because with the Infinity, she'd have 3 power, which would be enough for 1 superior weight training, but then if you whiff that, she wouldn't be able to afford the second one. So it's just giving more opportunity to get spanked.
Yeah. It is tempting to attack because it's not nice for your character's activation to literally just do nothing with them, but often it is the best call just to effectively pass the activation.
Yep, he's going again.
Second again, only one success this time.
And it's blocked.
Blocked out.
Yeah.
So I guess he's generating a bit of power for himself, but I'm not sure he needed it really on Sam.
It's interesting. He's giving, like, there's pros and cons to this. He gives himself the opportunity to play for round 4 should things go wrong. Like, killing She-Hulk when she's got 12 health left is a lot easier than killing her when she's got 20. So the little chip damage might be good, but
there's definitely pros and cons. I just think this next turn is really going to be down to how effective She-Hulk performs. So
yeah,
I'd personally want her on as little power as possible.
Yeah, 100%.
So the scoring here now. So the bottom, no one's on the bottom point. So there's 1 apiece on the serum canisters. And so that is the only point for Starpu. So he will get 1, and Angus will get 4. So 3 legacy virus and 1 infinity formula.
Yep, so that's 8-3 to Angus, which is a pretty healthy lead on this crisis combination.
Yeah, especially with Starpu already being down Valkyrie as well.
This could turn around quite quickly, though, if...
She-Hulk has a big turn, certainly.
Because if she can daze Sam and maybe Vision 2, then... She won't lose priority even then.
So it looks like Vision has changed into the phased form, so that he won't take collision damage, which I think is a smart move here, because with brace down, throws are one of She-Hulk's best ways of dealing with Vision. But if she's within 2, it's potential here that she can punch Sam, throw the turret into him, and then punch Vision.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Of course, the problem is that if you go with She-Hulk first, then Shuri is quite likely to KO. Yeah, you might be looking to double stagger here.
Yeah, he has. He's going into Luke Cage. My concern is just that Sam just runs away from She-Hulk.
Yep, that would be problematic. Because She-Hulk cannot get to Spectacular through Luke Cage very easily.
Ooh, so a good block from Luke there. So 2 with the damage reduction. Currently he's taking 1.
Crit coming in. He converts, so he takes 2.
Taking 2.
Gets the stagger.
Stagger on, yeah, just a wild. So a stun and a stagger. Not too bad, but in this position he's in, he probably needed a bit more than that.
Yeah, the ordering on that is awkward, though. For some reason, Luke only had 1 power at that point, despite being on a serum canister. So maybe Angus forgot the serums.
Yeah, I'd assume that must have been the reason.
But now Luke can bodyguard this second attack.
Did he? Would Luke have been down to 0 power anyway? He probably bodyguarded that.
Better go to the first one. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it would have made sense to attack into Spectacular, as he's got the legacy virus. So yeah, he likely would have taunted that attack onto him.
Yeah, okay. We're getting there. Sometimes it's difficult to follow exactly what's going on.
And he didn't do much damage, but he did just enough damage to give Luke Cage another taunt.
Yeah. He's just looking to push Luke here, I guess. That makes sense, because he is staggered.
Yeah.
And he gets through 1-1 damage. Oh, needs to be careful there. Doesn't want to get within 3 of She-Hulk. Oops.
Or is he putting within 3 of Sam for the Heroes for Hire?
Oh dear.
If that's happened. Ooh, eyeballing it. Definitely a possibility that Sam is now within 3 of Luke.
I think he's definitely in. I think he's way in.
Yeah. I don't want to say 100%, but it certainly does look like it.
Okay, so She-Hulk going into Vision, try and finish him off. Oh no.
No, this
Sorry,
would be
it's
Angus'
Vision
activation
into,
now,
yeah,
because Shuri just went, yeah.
Okay, Vision into She-Hulk.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Similar to what we were saying before, we're kind of powering her up to give her more opportunity for a big turn. He's using his spender though, which is it stagger on it?
It's just
really,
really,
no. It doesn't. It's just
good damage.
The crit rule.
Oh, okay. So
3 coming in.
The crit doesn't count on this thing, so just block 1, take 2.
Yep. He's just used the leadership there, so block 1, take 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, She-Hulk can go down quite quickly once you start chunking into her.
I think they're just clarifying the maths here, because
Yeah.
crit not counting,
Stupid Steve.
and the leadership.
I imagine here that Angus is playing for the eventuality that She-Hulk does get both of the viruses on this side eventually, and he has to kill her.
But that's when Venomize is going to come into play.
Exactly. I guess the other thing is, he's going to throw.
He's got the opportunity here to throw away. So much smarter if you're going to attack first because of her aggressive.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because
Need to be careful there. It doesn't hit that piece of terrain going past. But yeah, she looks okay.
that now is real rough, because that is effectively a stagger, and that's kind of my concern with him going with Shuri first. Not only did Luke Cage get pushed into Heroes for Hire range, his She-Hulk's now been thrown away. Yeah, effectively staggered.
That's rough, because with Heroes for Hire up, it means that it's almost 0 chance that She-Hulk gets a cure now, which means
I don't think he physically can unless there's a misplay from Angus here. So I do feel like he needed to go with the priority, and with She-Hulk that was his best window.
Yeah, for sure. So it looks like Angus will score at least 4 more this turn. And Starpu will score possibly 1 at most. And that's looking at best case as well.
Yeah.
Because She-Hulk will probably get thrown off of the point by Heroes.
Yeah, at this stage here, I think I would be passing again. Give a chance for Angus to potentially attack She-Hulk to allow the aggressive.
Yeah, for sure.
There isn't anything else he can do to put She-Hulk in a particularly worse position, because it's already an awful position. So give your opponent the opportunity to maybe put you in a better position. But he's gone with her.
Yeah.
So interesting to see what he does here.
I guess
it's possible that he's not seen the Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
Which I think maybe he wasn't aware of if he pushed Luke Cage there.
Yeah. He may be trying to burn it. He might be trying to get it out of.
Yeah, always a possibility.
But we'll have to see.
Playing the long game.
Yeah, running out of time for that, but maybe it's the thing. So yeah, so it looks like okay, he's going into Vision again. Looks like it.
Okay. That's Days Vision.
It is Vision.
It doesn't really change much.
No.
With Shuri activated there, Luke
Can just
can
walk onto that
probably
point.
make it down in one, or he can even just walk up to Shuri and Spectacular can come down to that point.
Yeah.
So he's going to be scoring this entire side of the table, no matter what now.
Yeah, so that's 5 more points. And because Spectacular can throw She-Hulk off that point regardless. So
Yes.
it doesn't even need a second person on there.
Oh, no, true.
So, yeah.
So going into Vision that had already activated, I get that it was unlikely that he was going to one-hit Sam, but maybe he did see I didn't see him measure, but maybe he realised that Luke was in Heroes for Hire with Sam, but wasn't in range of Vision.
Yeah, 100%. So Angus has got 3 people left, and Starpu's just got Jane, who's looking very sad and lonely over in the top corner there. This is always a problem with Infinity, if you get like a 5 tractor stuck and holding a point.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, it's one of my main strategies I do on kind of B shapes and things is I intentionally always try and grab some extracts and then just leg it to the other side, leaving my opponent standing there, awkward position. Do they give up VP to chase after, or do they just stay?
Yeah, it's one of the important things to, on Infinity is to see that coming before it happens, and so like pre-rotate if it makes sense. So that
yeah.
So it's like he's still She-Hulk's activation. I guess she's
I think she's got a throw here, but I don't think throwing Sam is he's still got to activate. I don't think this is achieving anything. Really?
No.
He has a charge if he wants to double attack into She-Hulk. So throwing him away is just wasting power in my opinion. There's a bit of terrain he could throw into him if he wanted to. Well, he's thrown him off the point, but
I guess the only thing this does is it stops him double long moving to the other side of the board.
That's true. That would denying a potential VP over there, but I don't know whether he necessarily would want Sam over there with Mighty 4 hanging around.
Sure.
With bucket loads of power and away from the Heroes for Hire range. So that was a charge.
Okay.
And he's shield thrown into She-Hulk here. Oh no, that's going to be 5.
Oh my days.
If he chooses to use the leadership.
1 block coming in.
1 block. So yeah, if he burns the leadership, which he has done, so that's 4 damage coming through off a 4-die shield throw.
Oh dear, Sam's on fire.
Sam.
He's the best 5 in the game.
So yeah, he is like. Obviously, I was against attacking She-Hulk, but it is starting to add up, and she's almost at half health.
So he's probably doing an airlift here, I imagine.
Yeah, he burnt some power. So Luke Cage back onto the point to negate the stagger.
Yeah.
Seems solid. The only thing I would say is it then puts Luke out of Heroes for Hire range of Sam.
Yeah.
As Spectacular is able to throw, is already winning the point and is able to throw She-Hulk away. He could have kept Luke in the middle really and just had him so he's within Heroes range of both Spider-Man and Cap.
Yeah, I think there was definitely positioning there from Sam and Luke that they could have still been within 3 if they were just at the extreme edges of the security.
Yeah, possibly as well. But I guess this way he's gaining extra power as well from the Infinity Formula. Yeah. Ooh, that looks like. So what is he measuring now? A walk and a charge. But with that Avengers Assemble putting him right in the corner, I don't think he's going to have the range there.
Oh, interesting.
He does have a range. Yeah, even with the range 4.
Jane's charge is any attack. I thought it was just her builder, but it's not, is it?
Yeah, no, so it's not one of the awkward ones that Iceman hates.
I'm glad they nerfed Iceman. That was obviously very necessary. It's a rough decision, this, just because, like, if you did charge to get that range 4, you'd be losing the VP from the secure camera master anyway, so yeah. She's just setting up for next turn. Makes sense. I think it would be a little bit further forward though.
With Angus here, I would happily just keep Steve there, to be honest. Because I don't think Starpu next turn can get the Legacy Virus and then get back on it.
No. Which is why I wanted her to be slightly further forward, because then she probably could have charged range 3, got it, and then walked back onto the point.
Yeah, putting her... She needs to be as close to Steve as possible, really.
Oh, that's the end of Shuri. She just got absolutely walloped.
Oh, no, Shuri.
I think that's just a builder from Luke Cage. Yep, alright.
Jesus. Ooh.
Yeah, he's done.
With the leadership available as well, that was 6 off 5. Pretty good attack.
Oy. This is what Steve does, though, isn't it? He once he gets on a roll with his leadership, it's quite difficult to stop the train going.
Yeah, and we were talking about earlier, we were saying it was kind of like a feast or famine type thing, and it definitely is a bit like that when if you don't get some good early attacks to get you the power, you can find quite often that because you're needing to interact to pick up secures or use charges or something, that you don't actually have the power to use the leadership.
Yeah.
But if you can get some nice early attacks and you're flush with power, it is basically almost just guaranteed damage every time. So this is another attack into She-Hulk. He didn't get the hit for the leadership here, so this is just going to be 1 damage coming in.
But it's one more. Suddenly She-Hulk looking a lot less healthy.
Yeah, and he can throw her off for an extra point here.
He's got another action as well.
Sorry, not an extra point of damage. She might. He swung. Yes, you're right. So.
Yeah, just keep chunking away.
He might as well attack her again and then throw her away.
It's gonna be another 4 hits.
He doesn't need to. Cause
Oh. Okay, it's going to be another 3 damage into She-Hulk.
Another 3 damage.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, he might as well here throw She-Hulk into terrain. All adds up another. She's already on 10 power, so you might as well give her an extra point of damage.
Oh, poor old She-Hulk. She's had a very sad game. Just walking around, getting punched.
Yep. Obviously, he doesn't need... Yep, he's spending the power here to throw her.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's an effective stagger again because she's got no way of moving back in. So, a point of damage and a stagger.
Yeah. Starpu could have potentially thought about aggressing to the other side of Spectacular so that he wouldn't have taken that damage.
Yeah, he wasn't scoring the point anyway because he was outnumbered 2-1.
Yeah.
So he could have denied that extra point of damage, but he's braced it here. I guess there isn't much other throw stuff. There is that size 2 terrain piece, but he might be thinking he's going to use that himself anyway next turn.
Yeah, makes sense.
And so Steve,
I
think he should literally just stay where he is,
yep.
Loving life in the corner.
Yeah, I think he's happy there, isn't he?
Toad special. Yeah,
4-threat Toad.
Yeah. So this is 5 points to Angus. He's got 2 Infinity Formulas, 3 Legacy Viruses, and just the 1 point for Starpu for Mighty 4 scoring the Infinity.
It's rough. I know it's 5 models to 2.
Against 2, yeah.
It's going to be a tough ask from here. And anything happens in Marvel, but maybe not. Going to be.
Yeah. Don't like to say it's mathematically impossible, but it's certainly mathematically improbable that he can come back. But hopefully he does, just to make the game a bit more interesting and less one-sided.
Yeah.
I've nothing against Angus. I don't want him to lose. It's just
No, of course.
it'd be good for the game to be a bit more competitive. It looks like don't know. Maybe they're calling it. Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, I've got a thing. Oh, Starpu's just taking a quick break.
Okay.
Oh no, that was ages ago. I've got the streamer thing on, so the messages didn't come through immediately.
If it was me, I might be having a little break here to have a little cry in the corner.
Yeah, for sure. That's quite one-sided now.
Go tell my wife the dice hate me and how everything's unfair.
Is your wife sympathetic to your Tales of Dice woe?
No, not at all. He's always telling me that I only win because I play Busted Hellfire, and that I'd lose if I played anything else.
It's quite perceptive, your wife. She's got quite deep understanding of the Marvel meta. That's impressive. So yeah, this looks like a... Yeah, would have been nicer just to be a little bit further forward.
He's got the range 4, but he's not going to get the extract back from that range. It's going to be denying a point at least, but... Trouble is, if he goes with... he doesn't actually have the power here on... I was going to say Spectacular Spider-Man to throw a She-Hulk, but he would have to hit her to generate a power. And if she does damage, she's just going to walk back in.
Yeah.
Just to be thrown, so... But I think going with She-Hulk's probably the right idea, because to be honest, at this stage here, I don't think Angus is going to care in the slightest if Steve gets dazed by Mighty Four. So
no, and also Vision can throw her medium if she doesn't activate.
Vision can most definitely throw her away. I was thinking about Spectacular not having the power, but yeah, obviously Vision can just do it, and then a difficult task becomes... It's basically over at that point.
Yeah. So in she comes, She-Hulk. Bit of glory. What can she do? I guess we've got Sacrifice still online. So.
I know there's a lot to get through here, unfortunately. Yeah. So spending some power. So I imagine this is superior weight training.
Yeah. Sacrifice comes out.
Sacrifice here.
Onto Vision.
Yeah, he's the most dispense. He's not got the extract, so he's the best one to go for. Oh, and of course, two off two with a crit.
Yep.
Oh, and 5 blanks on the attack as well.
Blimey.
Doesn't even get the. They convert at least, but Vision is going to survive this one.
He gets slowed, very importantly.
Oh, Sacrifice. He doesn't get to
roll
it, add extra dice.
So Vision takes 4. Maybe throw a building into him. Oh no, because he's immune to it at this point.
Is he in the phased one though? Still, looks like he's phased.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
so he will take collision. Phase do not suffer collision damage, so he can't be thrown into.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Wow.
I think that is mathematically the end of the game? Then?
Yeah. I think it pretty much was anyway. Didn't want to be a naysayer, but yeah.
I guess technically, Angus might have not played the sacrifice.
Misplayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Angus. There's always an opportunity to misplay, but now, unless Angus intentionally walks his characters off of the secures to stand in the middle of nowhere,
yeah,
he's going to win.
Yeah.
And
strikes.
throwing some into the thing.
Bonk.
I guess that stops him rotating to another point to kind of maximise the VP. If you want to keep the score down.
Yep.
Fair play to him playing it out though.
Yeah,
I think a lot more people would have probably rage quit by now.
Or even politely quit. I think it's fine to when a game is like mathematically over.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay, so it looks like Angus wants to finish She-Hulk off.
But yeah, I'd rather someone see it out than press the table flip button.
Oh yes, there's no need for that.
No.
She-Hulk taking 2 more.
I'm just hoping She-Hulk survives now for the moral victory.
Yeah, so he was just doing that for the 1 power to throw her off the point, I think. Yeah. Boop. I imagine that Starpu's just passing a lot at this point. From the looks of all this finger pointing, this looks a lot like they're just talking out. But,
yeah, possible. Hopefully goes for some glory. Yeah, here we go. Come on, Mighty Four, at least take Steve down.
Yeah, let's get some vengeance.
That's what everyone wants to see, Steve on the floor.
Yeah, Stinky Steve.
So she's gone for the charge, which I assume she's got the power for... No, she doesn't have the power for 2 lightning blasts, though. But she would have charge, spender. If that doesn't work, move and then throw that gun turret, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh, because she can't throw characters, can she? She can only throw terrain. Yeah.
Yes, with her superpower throw, she can throw characters with the strike, hammer strike. So it looks like after the charge, spending the power here, I would assume. The lightning blast. Well, hasn't spent the power yet, but I'm sure it will do. Okay.
Looks like a good hit. That's probably dead Steve.
That's a dead Steve. But unfortunately, due to the range... Oh no, she can move.
Got another action, yeah.
Much of muchness, though, either move back or pick it up.
It feel nice to be holding a legacy hero for the first time since round 1, but yeah. Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah, pick it up. It's nice to feel a bit better about yourself. Even when you're losing, sometimes it's nice just to hold the extract.
Yep. I just hopefully She-Hulk survives now.
So I'm just going to walk away.
He's not going to make that.
Just run away. He's done. Yeah, it looks like just playing it out, I think. Yeah, and they've put the scores on as well. So finishes up 17-5 to Angus. So brilliant. That's it. Thank you very much for joining me, Nick. We won't do interviews or anything like this.
No, it's a pleasure.
Awesome. So thanks for watching, everyone, and see you again next time.